Hello everyone, welcome back. This is Man United Inside again. Please subscribe and turn on notification for Manchester United updates. Manchester United are prepared to continue talks with Newcastle as they work hard to appoint Dan Ashworth as their new sporting director. Newcastle announced on Monday, 19th of February, that Ashworth had left the club and been placed on gardening leave. The 52-year-old is Sir Jim Ratcliffe's top target to become sporting director at Old Trafford, a position he's held at Newcastle, but the Magpies are demanding a compensation fee of up to $20 million to release Ashworth early, as per Football Insider. Ratcliffe met with reporters last week and stressed that it is silly that such a talented man like Ashworth could spend over a year and a half out of action if United refused to pay compensation. That should be a warning to others when they're approached for positions at the state-owned Tyneside club. Respected football journalist Fabrizio Romano has provided a further update on Ashworth this morning. He claims the Reds are prepared to continue talks with the Magpies in the next days to agree on a compensation fee for the highly respected sporting director. Romano stresses that United want Ashworth to be part of their project as soon as possible, with Ineos ready to push again in talks with Newcastle this week. Hopefully both clubs can reach a conclusion soon, and Ashworth can finally get to work at United. Again, and again. Transfer talk. Man United. Liverpool battle for Kimmich. The January transfer window has opened across Europe, and there are moves in the works and plenty of gossip swirling around. Transfer Talk brings you all the latest buzz on rumors, comings, goings, and of course, done deals. Again and again, Manchester United and Liverpool have joined the race to sign Bayern Munich midfielder Joshua Kimmich, says AS. Kimmich, 28, has spent his entire career at Bayern and is reportedly keen to find a new challenge as he is not the preferred option in midfield for new boss Thomas Tuchel. The Germany international is yet to decide on his next step as he moves towards the final year of his contract and has been. Meanwhile, the Daily Telegraph claims that Sir Jim Ratcliffe's summer revamp at Manchester United could see the club sign 4 new players. Sources told ESPN last week that United are hoping to sign a striker and a defender in the summer, while also improving the overall quality of the squad. They will target players who are entering the final year of their contracts as part of the rebuild under new minority owner Ratcliffe. The Telegraph report claims that United could end up signing a striker, right back, and a right-sided center-back, while they could also move for a central midfielder. Sources told ESPN that there are question marks over the futures of as many as 11 first-team players, including Christian Eriksen, Rafael Varane, Casemiro, Harry Maguire, Scott McTominay, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, and Victor Lindelof. Forward Anthony Martial, out of contract in the summer, is set to leave on a free transfer. While United will also invite offers for players already on loan, including Jadon Sancho, Donny van de Beek, Facundo Pellistri, and Brandon Williams. Again and again, Gary Bailey has argued that the FA Cup is all Manchester United had left this season. He added, "I would love it this season primarily because we're out of Europe and probably not going to win the league, and we're still not in the League Cup. So this is all that's left." Historically for United, it's been a massive trophy. It got a little bit lost in the 90s and the 2000s because Sir Alex Ferguson's teams were just so wonderful in the league and the Champions League. But you go back to the 80s and the 70s, our runs in the FA Cup were legendary and the fans loved it. If we can get to an FA Cup final again this year and win it, I think it will end up still being a decent season, so all our hopes are now resting on the FA Cup. Meanwhile, Erik ten Hag has hinted that Amad Diallo could get more minutes against Nottingham Forest in the FA Cup. The winger was dropped in favor of Omari Forson for the defeat to Fulham at Old Trafford. After the loss, Ten Hag said, "Amad looks very sharp. I think it was a good sub-performance from him. I think that's good for the future. We need them because we have our problems in the front line. So it's about them to show they can contribute to this team. that they can have an end product but also to show liability again and again. Wow, no captain should do that, especially after that performance. What a disgrace. Bruno has become so toxic. He sulks, moans, and complains. Should be the right time to Bruno Fernandez to leave? Hey, wait. In the exciting world of soccer, things can get pretty intense, especially when it comes to players like Bruno Fernandez. He's a big deal for Manchester United, but this time, he's not making headlines for the right reasons. During a game against Fulham, Fernandez did something that really got fans talking, and not in a good way. Instead of dazzling everyone with his skills, he decided to fake an injury, and fans were not happy about it. Picture this. Fernandez had the ball and he was getting ready to make a move. But instead of being tackled by an opponent, he suddenly fell to the ground, holding his ankle like he was in pain. It looked like he got hurt, but it turns out he was just pretending. Referee Michael Oliver stopped the game, thinking Fernandez was seriously injured. But just as quickly as he went down, Fernandez got back up, acting like nothing had happened. Fans were furious. They felt like he was trying to trick the referee into giving him an advantage. Social media blew up with people criticizing Fernandez for what he did. They shared memes and jokes, comparing him to other players who have done similar things in the past. But despite all the backlash, Fernandez didn't seem bothered. He kept playing like nothing had happened, showing off his skills like always. Some fans were disappointed, seeing this as a stain on his otherwise great career, but others just saw it as another crazy moment in soccer. Even though Fernandez upset a lot of people with his stunt, one thing's for sure. He knows how to keep everyone talking, whether they love him or hate him. And that's what makes soccer so exciting. Again and again, again and again. Behind the scenes, the Red Devils have already begun to act. Man United are reportedly considering Bayer Leverkusen midfielder Exequiel Palacios, according to a Sport Bild report. Bayer Leverkusen's fortunes have turned around thanks to Xabi Alonso, and the German team is currently playing like a winning machine. This season, Alonso's Bayer are top of the Bundesliga standings and looking likely to end the domination of Bayern Munich. Under Xabi Alonso's tutelage, Exequiel Palacios has significantly improved. The 25-year-old has contributed 7 goals while playing primarily in a defensive role. The midfielder from Argentina is reportedly admired by Manchester United. There are rumors that the Red Devils and Leverkusen are already discussing a potential summer deal. Exequiel Palacios' contract with Bayer Leverkusen does not have a release clause, and his services will come at a high cost. Manchester United are unbeaten so far in the new year, but their record could be in danger following another spate of injuries. Lisandro Martinez and Luke Shaw are both sidelined for the foreseeable future, and their absence will be a huge blow for Erik ten Hag. That was not all as news broke of in-form Rasmus Højlund suffering a muscle injury that will keep him out for a couple of weeks, and fans are fearing the team will lose its momentum en route to Champions League qualification. The Red Devils, who are currently 6th, are 3 points behind Aston Villa and 5 behind Tottenham Hotspur, and new minority stakeholders Ineos are desperate to see the side finish in the top 4. Again and again.